sport itself. Two teams that, when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in a conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Foster. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going right and going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Creates a little space. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembeckler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine units.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll try the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for space to the left. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
If this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked, and they got it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
And that's the danger of throwing the football from your own 2-yard line. You need to create some space to operate. You don't want to give up a safety, but, man, you can't throw that ball, force the ball, not even way down the field to take a shot. Now you put your defense in a horrible position.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Irish! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, deep down the right side.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball comes to rest right there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. 22-1. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
turning it on! He goes out of bounds across the 25, marching at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will quickly use the timeout. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. A strike downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Tripped up for the tackle. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Find some fresh air. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Snagged out of the air. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Just keeps moving. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get There he goes! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right and they make a big play for this defense.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got his man on the outside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where...
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Got his man downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on second down. He throws one to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part in getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds
and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point, tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Cal. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll take it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 for the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Get it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Touchdown, Michigan! They strike first in overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Pocket breaking down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for two and the win. Release to the back. Almost had the completion, just missing. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.